One thing about this work is when you look into someone's life, you get to see the nostalgia from that time. And boy, do I have some flashbacks. The box-shaped cars, the bright color dress code, all of it. Now, I've been looking to get up with Axel Foley, but can't seem to get in contact with him. So this is what we know so far. Axel Foley was born in Detroit, Michigan actually, I don't know. As of right now, I haven't seen any indication of a birthday. All I can go off of is that a detective age is 21, which he being a young detective, but skilled, so I'm assuming in the late 50s. As a teenager, he was a troubled kid. He actually used to do GTA with his first car being a Cadillac sedan. Mikey confirmed this by going to juvie and never telling on Axel. See, 15 years old to be exact.
Yo, how come you didn't tell on me when you got caught, man? How come you didn't tell me we were together?
Now, no reference was made on his family either. No mother, no cousin, no father. It was like he was an orphan. But he had to have some sort of guidance because he had neighborhood friends. Mikey Tandino and Jenny Summers. Even though a little troubled, they looked like they were rare-minded kids. Jenny especially. Now, Axel joined the Detroit Police Department in the late 70s as a police officer, and he moved his way up to detective. Now, one of his first undercover jobs that we know about is him being a cigarette smuggler in 1984 and trying to sell them on the streets for a low price that maybe allowed a buyer to sell them all over the United States. Many convenience stores have been caught doing this. Now, the Detroit detective pay in 1984 was atrocious, and it reflects. Axel drives around in a 1970 Chevy Nova and wears one pair of shoes, them busted up Adidas Sambos. Now back to Mikey. Now he was Axel's best friend. He truly loved him. Now he could have sent Axel off, but he didn't, and that's how he was able to become a police officer. Now he was killed in the presence of Axel. Now he remembered a few things Mikey told him about Jenny, and he went to visit Jenny when he was able to solve Mikey's murder. Now a guy named Victor Maitland had something to do with it, and his death. See, Victor had these bearing bonds, and Mikey stole a few, just for the weekend, but the bonds had money value to them. And if you look deep into that, they want a paper document for a specific dollar amount without registration. So a bank would have been authorized to pay a person fist over $1 in possession of these. The interest on these bonds used to be paid by removing the perforated strips and then taking them to the bank. They were like coupons, millions of untraceable dollars. Victor was tracked down and deleted by Foley, but not without the help of the Beverly Hills Cops, Detective Sergeant John Taggart and Billy Rosewood. These guys ended up becoming very good friends and even had a couple of fishing trips together. Now it's 1987, Axel is back in Detroit. He upgraded his vehicle this time to a Ferrari 328 GTS. He is still on the borderline cop's pay. He is actually using taxpayers' money. Detroit debt was soaring in 1987 from failed tax promises, so the inspector was already in hot water. Also, the car was crashed, so that's another bill, all $67,000 worth of bills.
Oh no, it's $67,000 and fast. It goes from 100 to 150 in like...
See, okay, now Axel this time was deep undercover. He was boosting credit cards. He was doing business from his amateur role with the cigarettes. See those fishing trips I was talking about earlier? He was planning on going on another one with Rosewood, Taggart, and Bogomil. But Bogomil was violently ambushed and he flew to California once again. What a coincidence. Now learning what we know, it was all tied into a crime ring with robbing high-end places conducted by Maxwell Dent. Now first contact with his killer crew was at the gun range. Axel fired off 3 rounds and that was the only 3 rounds that he had in his gun because the gun clicked. He tracked the crew down and saw the crimes to avenge Bogomil. Now, this was the last we heard from Foley from 1987 and 1994, when he once again gets disturbed in Detroit. But before I get there, it comes to light that he has a son in 2013 named Aaron Foley. He is also a detective. Now, Foley mentioned that his son's mom was mean and that she took everything in the divorce, so he must have been married before. Then 1994 rolls around and he's running his own task force to show Inspector Todd. It looked like it's a bunch of car chopping, but it really isn't because Todd is gunned down from observation. Officers, always call for backup when it's available. This is real life out here. I'm so serious. Now Axel gets a good look at the killer, and he is Ellis DeWall. He is linked to Beverly Hills. What a coincidence again. But going to Cali this time, Axel ran into some money. Now after saving Uncle Dave, he created a Wonder World theme park character for him named Axel Fox. Now, if that park has not shut down over the years, the passive income from this move should be crazy. He should be a millionaire by this time, no doubt. Axel may be able to replace those Adidas for some Gucci shoes. Now, during this reveal, Axel had a special lady on his side, Janice Perkins. Now, Axel has 2 kids, but not just a son, he also has a daughter named Jane Saunders. I'm not counting Janice out to be the mother, but Saunders' last name has no connection to Foley or Perkins. Hopefully, we'll find out her real mother's name. Now, if you feel like I left something out or I read something wrong, please let me know. Peace.